Hello everyone. So today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I mean, I literally have two videos on my channel, so it's like everything is different so far. But basically it's raining today and I've just been thinking a lot about self-care, self-love, how to take care of oneself, how to put oneself first, how to be a friend to oneself. So, I decided that I wanted to put out a reading with that intention, that spirit would bring any messages forward surrounding that for everyone today. So, that's my goal. Okay, so I'm going to start out by just cleansing my space. I was gifted this candle, it has a moonstone inside, so last night, I know the new moon is not for another week, but last night I set some intentions for the new moon that's coming up on the 18th, I believe. And yes, so I was using this candle to help me with that setting of the intentions and such. I wrote it on my little chalkboard. I don't think you can really see, but it says, I set the intention that with this new moon, I will get into the energy of lovingly accepting what is for me and gracefully declining what is not. So that's just one of my intentions for this new moon. I plan to jot down some more as the week goes on. I really want this new moon to be fresh energy for me and just really clear my space, my aura. I feel like I've been closing out a lot of karmic thought patterns, cycles, a lot of just even karmic cycles with people, relationships that have not served me for a long time, and just really cutting those people out. So I really just want to clear the space right now and allow for spirit to bring forth any messages regarding that. I'm just going to crack my window real quick. So I was just quickly asking to bring forth any messages that are rooted in the growth of all beings in all places. So that's our goal here today. Any and all messages received from the cards used today, the tools used today, please be rooted in the growth of all beings in all places. All right, let's get started. I don't know if anyone's been thinking about taking a bubble bath lately, but I just heard that. Take care of yourself. Take a bath. So I feel like what's important for all of us to focus on right now is that we have been going through a lot with the recent eclipses. I know it's not just me. Like, energy is energy. We literally had 3 eclipses in 1 month between June and July. So we have been going through a lot emotionally and energy-wise. So it's really just taking that time to listen to your body, to rest, to take time to reflect on what has happened these past couple of months, and really take that time to think about your future, what you want for the next few months as well. Focus on your abundance, on your growth. I feel that a lot of us just this collective energy in general have been really wearing ourselves out, spreading ourselves a little too thin by putting other people first and other people's things first before ours. So let's say you have something to do, but someone asks you for a favor and they ask you to drive them somewhere. This is just an example. They ask you to drive them somewhere because they have something that they need to do, like an interview. And you have a car, they don't, so you feel guilty. You feel like you should drive them, but you have other things that you need to do that you've been procrastinating and you were going to get done that day, like go to the post office, get some shopping done, etc. Now, you felt bad, so because of that, you put that person first, and you put your priorities continue to go on hold for the next day and the next day after that. So the thing is, like, yes, we could be there for other people, but we need to do it in a way that we are also being there for ourselves. We need to remember that we need to be a friend to ourselves. So there's this video, there's this YouTube channel called The School of Life that I've been watching a lot lately, and there's this one video called How to Be a Friend to Yourself, and I think I'm gonna link it in the description box because I think it'll be really helpful for anyone who's watching this right now. So I'm getting just to do things that you enjoy, like stay in a playful, like almost like the Page of Wands energy I'm getting, like just this creative curiosity for what life has to offer you, you know, just try and stay in that energy of like the Page of Wands. And that it's almost childlike, but it's in a way of just excited curiosity, because you don't know what's out in the world for you. At the end of the day, we don't know our future, and it's a blessing to not know, because I know a lot of the times a lot of people watch these readings to know their future, to know what's going to happen, but a lot of times when we don't know, there's a reason for us not to know. You know, maybe we would make different choices if we did know, and the choices that we need to make to lead us to our abundance are the choices that we need to make in ignorance of what is of the future and what is of to come. So I feel like a lot of the times, yes, we always want to know. Wanting, you know, that's just a human innate desire. But at the end of the day, you have to decide, is it benefiting you or is it harming you to continue to seek that knowledge? So that's some food for thought today. Is it benefiting you or is it harming you to continue to seek that knowledge about the future, about what is to come? Why must you know? Ask yourself why you feel the need to know. Ask yourself if you would be satisfied if the answer was not exactly what you desired when you seeked out the knowledge. Once you do the seeking, let's say you finally do the seeking and you get to an answer, let's say that the answer that you receive is not one of what you desire, it's not one of what you were wishing for or hoping for, then what? Then are you going to say, oh, this doesn't resonate with me because it's not what you desired the outcome to be in this moment? Maybe once the time goes on and the event actually did happen, maybe you would feel actually satisfied with that outcome after time has passed and lessons have been learned. So that's my point. Sometimes we shouldn't seek out the knowledge of the future because sometimes we don't know the future for a reason. Sometimes we can't appreciate the future in the present moment because we haven't learned the lessons necessary to really appreciate that abundance. So let's just wait for it to come. How about that? That's what I'm getting right now. So wait for your abundance to come. You know, you can hold that hope and that dream that it will come, but don't put so much pressure on it to where you're putting your life on hold. You're putting certain things on halt because you are living in this fantasy world of what is to come, or yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay, so I'm getting that it's just really important to focus on yourself right now, as I was saying about a lot of people putting your friends first for the sake of morality. And yes, we understand that helping somebody is great, being there for others, yes, of course, you always want to be a supportive friend, 100%. But once it's at the expense of you and what you need, then that's when it's taking a turn down a path that it should not go down. And you need to recognize that and turn yourself around. So here, I don't know why I just drawn my attention to these crystals, so I'm going to show show them to you guys. I have rose quartz here. Really just bringing in that energy of compassion for oneself and self-love. So that's the energy I wanted to bring into this reading, so I decided to place that here. I also have the selenite. It's just clearing out any negative energy. You know, I'm really a strong believer that energy is energy. A lot of the times that people who we haven't even thought about in months, years, decades, who knows how long, you know, they could still be sending that energy of, oh, I don't want them to be with anybody else. I don't want to see them happy with anybody else. Or you know, just sending those bad wishes out there when they think of you. Energy is energy, so that sends that your way. So I just have the selenite here to block out any negative energy, any looming negative energy here, and only to make space for what is only rooted in self-love and compassion and growth. So then here I have citrine, which is actually, I just got this crystal today. I ordered some jewelry from this company, this black owned business called Ebony and Green, at Ebony and Green on Instagram. If you guys want to check that out, I'll probably link that in the description box as well, because I really love the earrings that I got from them. I haven't tried them on yet, but they look beautiful and phenomenal, honestly. And they're handmade by the owner. I believe her name is Danielle. Actually, let me see. This is not sponsored, by the way, but like I just feel the need to do this because it's a black owned business and really appreciate what she's doing for herself. Danielle D, that's her name. So this is her company, Ebony and Green, and I got a couple earrings from them. I'll actually show you them real quick. And she gave me these 2 crystals with it, which is phenomenal. So speaking of self-care, maybe some of you guys need to take care of yourselves and get yourself a pair of crystal earrings. This is clear quartz hoops right here. This is black tourmaline hoops right here. Get a little closer for you guys so you can see that. I don't know if you can really see it. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Give me 1 second. We almost fell here. So let's try and get balanced again. Whoa. Oops. All right. So yeah, and then we have, this is green aventurine on these earrings. They're called the Your Highness earrings. So they're beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then these mindfulness earrings, which is just like simplistic with a little clear quartz in the center. So yeah, I'm really enjoying these so far. I can't wait to try them on. And it said that it should be good for sensitive skin, so I will let you guys know because I do have sensitive skin. So earrings usually do bother me if they're not hypoallergenic, so we'll see. So this is citrine, and they also gave me green aventurine to come with that. That was completely free of charge. And I think altogether I got all those 4 earrings. It was literally like $50 with shipping and everything. It was incredible. But yeah, so I feel like, speaking of putting yourself first, it really comes to a matter of, are you spending more money on others than you are on yourself? Now there comes to a point where generosity is just too much, and it's like, if you're taking from yourself to give to others in a way that's draining your and depleting your own energy, it's just not healthy for you anymore. So I feel that people need to recognize that. A lot of people who may be watching this video right now. So find that harmony, find that balance between caring for others and caring for yourself, okay? So I'm definitely going to link that video of how to be a friend to yourself in the description box below. So take a look at that for sure. And if you haven't done something like spend a little money on yourself in a while, maybe it's a good thing to buy yourself maybe this candle that I was talking about. This is an Etsy shop, pencils or wands. There's a crystal inside, so maybe getting yourself a little candle to help you set intentions. And it does come with journaling prompts on the website once you purchase the candle, so that's really nice. So you get a crystal and journal prompts, and the candle's $15. So I mean, if you want to check that out, literally anything just to get your energy right, you know, just like, again, this is really not sponsored. I'm just really suggesting things for you guys to try and get everyone in the collective in the best energy possible, because I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's the rain right now, but I just feel like in general, everything that's been going on in this world, it's been a lot on people's energy, especially if you're like me. I'm definitely more empathic than others, so I just pick up on other people's energy a lot, and it can be pretty draining for me. Yeah, sometimes I just feel like legit exhausted, fucking headaches and shit, but because like I said, we're going through the eclipses, and the energy of the world is just a lot. So don't don't beat yourself up if you're feeling a little down with these times right now. We are still in the midst of the pandemic, regardless of how many months it has been. I remember back in March thinking, oh, by August, maybe, hopefully. I remember people saying that, and I remember thinking to myself, well, we're lucky if we'll be out of this by the end of this year. I remember thinking to myself that, and then I remember thinking that to myself, saying it out loud, and that's what people would say. I'm so pessimistic. And would you look at us now? I mean, damn. So don't really beat yourself up over feeling the way that you do. Recognize that your feelings are valid, and you have a right to feel what you feel. I feel that's very important for a lot of us to recognize during this time. There's more videos on School of Life about, how to cope with depression and stuff like that. If that's something that you feel that you are going through at this time, it's very common. Everyone deals, like, majority of this population deals with anxiety and depression, and everyone deals with it differently. Experiences it differently and handles it differently. So just really focus on what you need. Maybe take that time today to really just write down a journal of what you need for yourself right now. Like, what do I need right now? Make that the title. And just write everything down, and then create a little self-care ritual for yourself, and do something for yourself this weekend. It's Thursday. You have time to plan. But really, yeah, just take that time for yourself this weekend. Wow, this card flew out. Did you guys see that? Guidance. So I'm getting that. Ooh, two who are reading this video. Wow. Okay. Whew. I'm getting tongue-tied. People who are... Why am I getting tongue-tied? Okay, so I feel like the people who are watching this video right now are definitely intuitive and are getting intuitive downloads through divine guidance, receiving divine guidance through intuitive downloads. But why I'm also getting tongue-tied, I think it's because you guys are feeling that way too. I think that there's something that's I feel like there's something that you're avoiding because you feel like you can't find the words to say what you really want to say, what your soul wants to say. And it's like an ego versus soul battle right now. I know I don't like to really use that term as ego versus soul battle, because I don't like to think that we're in an internal conflict with ourselves, because I don't really believe that's the case. But that's what I'm getting right now, that there's something that you're holding back on because you're afraid that you'll get tongue-tied and twisted. You're having you're feeling nervous about this. And look what we have here, isolation. I feel like you're feeling nervous about this, and because of that, you're avoiding it, like I was saying. Literally putting yourself in isolation. You're just avoiding dealing with it. Because whenever you think about it, you feel very anxious and your mind just gets all jumbled up. But some of the reasons why you feel like so much is going on in your head when you think about it is because your angels, your spirit guides, they're also trying to give you some guidance about it. So you feel like your head is going a million miles a minute. Maybe just take a seat, close your eyes, maybe put on some, like I have mantra music playing right now. I don't know, maybe put on something to just calm your energy a little bit. Help you feel a little bit more calm-minded. Just gonna plug And oh, can I pause this at all? I don't think so. I'm just gonna damn. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like you're isolating yourself right now. Damn. But what Spirit is trying to tell you is that then, like, don't let your anxiousness, your anxiety, get the best of you. Like, I'm hearing, like, that song right now in my head. The night is still young. The night is still young. Like, at the end of the day, like, your life is young, no matter how old you are. The night is young. You got this. Just stay in that energy of the night is still young, and maybe listen to that song. Maybe there are extra messages in there for you, but really I'm just getting the emphasis on the fact that to be in that energy of that, like I'm saying, the Page of Wands energy of the night is still young, the night is yours, the world is yours to grasp. Anything that you want and you truly desire, you can have, as long as you put your mind to it and you stay determined and want to get it. Stay determined to get it. I don't know. I'm sorry if you guys feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but I really want this to be more about ourselves. And these are the messages that I'm getting right now about how you can better take care of yourself right now and what you may be feeling. So if you feel like this is resonating for you, then stick around, because I'm sure that Spirit has a lot of guidance and messages to give you around self-care, self-love, and how you can better help yourself today and every day a little bit. Okay, so I'm getting that really just... Okay, so I'm getting that Spirit doesn't want you guys to take the message that I said originally the wrong way. So at first I was talking about how we really at first I was talking about how it's very easy to spread yourself really thin with people and to put too much of yourself out there without giving back to yourself. Now, Spirit doesn't want you to take that and think that I'm trying to say, or that Spirit is trying to say, to isolate yourself, because that's not what they're trying to say. Right now, what you need to do is keep in mind to not spread yourself too thin, but Spirit wants you to not spread yourself too thin in the sense of obligations and responsibilities, stuff that is going to stress you out or make you anxious. Spirit is saying don't isolate yourself from things that are going to keep you in a playful, positive energy, lift you up in that Page of Wands energy, okay? So don't make that connection to then, okay, I'm just going to isolate myself and I just won't contact anybody. When everyone hits me up, I'm just not going to be there. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if someone's hitting you up just for you to do something for them all the damn time, then no, sorry, this time you can't be there, because you got to be there for yourself. But if someone wants to say, okay, let's go get our nails done, you want to go get massages, let's go for a fucking spa day, then, you know, maybe that's exactly what the doctor ordered. You know, maybe that's exactly what you need right now. So that's what I'm getting with that. Okay, I'm getting drawn to this there. Wow, I cannot talk, I'm telling you. I don't know, maybe someone needs to clear up their throat chakra, or maybe it's just really about the anxiety about saying something. There's some anxiety about saying something, about getting tongue-tied and tongue-twisted about your words, but at the end of the day, you have to just go for it, because you never know unless you try. So I'm really getting like some sort of tongue-tiedness. Wow. Crazy. Alright, this is a self-care oracle deck. Just recently picked this bad boy up. Just has some self-care tips for you. I'm sorry, excuse me, that was terrible. So again, I'm really gonna take a bath. Legit take a bath. I'm not saying you're dirty or anything, but I feel like you just need to take time to relax in a space that is meditative for you. So if a bath is that space where you feel like you could really relax and it's just like a meditative, calming space for you, then maybe a bath is what you need to have. If you could set up that type of space in your room, maybe you have an altar space where you could just sit down, relax, breathe, and reflect. I'm getting that's just what you really need to do right now. Okay, let's see. Wow, that was way too many, so let's try again. Wow. Okay, that one fell on the ground, so let's see what this says. Sweet treat. So yeah, honestly, just treat yourself. Treat yourself, honey. That's why I was talking about those earrings, talking about getting one of those candles. Really just treat yourself. I'm not even getting like this is about food, which is what I usually get when I pull this card. But no, I'm getting like this is about like literally take yourself fucking shopping, go get your nails done, like treat yourself. Treat yourself. Go get your eyelashes done. I don't know why I just heard that. Go get your eyelashes done. Go to a spa day. Just treat yourself. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. Oh, I'm also getting like maybe if you've been thinking about starting to eat vegan, do that, honey. Okay, your body. Listen to your body, and if you feel that you're being drawn to some type of diet, maybe give that a shot, and then listen to your body and see how your body feels about that. You know. So if you've been feeling like you really want to try out a new diet, I'm getting vegan specifically, then go for it. Woo. You know, just listen to your body about it. Listen to your body and meditate's on top here, but I'm not gonna take this because there's so many cards. But meditate. And you see how this woman in this photo is coming out of the lotus flower? I've been very attracted to lotus flowers, and the saying Padma Pani means born of the lotus. I think you guys should really try and connect with the energy of the lotus flower and Padma Pani. I know right now I actually have the mantra for the heart chakra on, which is Om Mani Padma Hum. That's what it is. Om Mani Padma Hum. But what I'm really getting for this is that you guys need to connect with the energy of the lotus flower, that energy of the heart chakra, of compassion for oneself and compassion for others. Now, that doesn't mean serving on someone's hand, foot, and need, or running every time someone asks for your help. That's not what that means. And having compassion with yourself definitely does not mean that, okay? So it's really just coming to this energy of balancing out what you need to do for others and what you need to do for yourself to be in good moral standing with your own soul. Now, understand that this doesn't mean what is good moral standing in American society or whatever the fuck that is, okay? Or in your friend group, what they believe is what being a good person is. No, this means in your soul. How does your soul feel about the actions that you're taking day in and day out? Ask yourself that. Truly reflect on that. Take time to meditate and think about that. So I'm getting also to look up lotus flowers, to really just look up the heart chakra, compassion, maybe Kuan Yin. I do have Kuan Yin oracle cards right here. Kuan Yin is the goddess of compassion, and she's really she connects a lot with the heart chakra. Okay, she doesn't want me to get into that yet. Maybe next reading. Okay, but yeah, definitely just look her up. Connect with the energy of the lotus flower. Okay, I'm gonna go into this Whispers of Love oracle deck, see how we could better love ourselves. Spirit, can you let us know how we can better love ourselves and others, how we can better take care of ourselves today and every day in this life? Bring forth any messages that are rooted in the growth of all beings in all places, please. All right, let's hear it. Embrace your emotions. Wow. I've literally never seen this card in this deck, and I'm sorry to laugh, but like, I am laughing because I'm in such shock right now. It literally says, embrace your emotions. And did I not say feel what you feel? Allow yourself to feel what you feel. I literally, those words came out my mouth. I said, allow yourself to feel what you feel. And how does Spirit confirm that for us? How does Spirit confirm that for us? You cannot make this up. Do you know what that says right now? Embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. I don't know if you guys can see that. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. So allow yourself to feel what you feel. So I'm seeing that this person in this image, see how this card says isolation. Now this person's all iced up, frozen out from everybody. But they're still like in this deep sorrow where you see these thick tears all over their face. So what I'm really getting from that is that don't just put yourself in isolation and sit in this energy of sorrow and sadness. Allow yourself to feel what you feel. Allow these feelings to come to the surface. Don't ice yourself over and not allow yourself to feel what you feel. Allow these feelings to come to the surface. Allow yourself to cry it out if you need to. You see these yellow warm tears. They're warming up his icy exterior. So allow yourself to feel what you feel. Allow yourself to bring those feelings to the surface so that you can deal with them, handle them, address them, and then de-isolate yourself. You see, isolation isn't meant to be a period of continuity, okay? It's not supposed to be, I don't even know if that made sense, but it's just not supposed to be continuous, okay? You're not supposed to just stay in isolation for the rest of your life, okay? Isolation is necessary for spiritual growth sometimes, going into hermit mode, of course. But what Spirit is trying to emphasize here is that they don't want you to ice yourself out from opportunities and things that might be coming your way, or not even opportunities. Like, I don't want you to think that you're missing out on anything, like, because that's already, I feel like this group is very, very anxious right now, but like, I don't want you to think you're missing out on anything, but it's just the fact that you're missing out on a chance to have fun. You're missing out on a chance to embody a lighthearted energy that is something you're not experiencing right now because you're icing yourself out from feeling these emotions. You're not even allowing them to surface. You're suppressing them. So you're going throughout your day-to-day life, and you might be hanging out with friends and trying to get into a playful energy, but you really can't embody it or step into that energy physically. Even though you're in the moment physically, you energetically, you cannot step into that energy because you are still suppressing those emotions and you haven't allowed them to surface yet. You haven't allowed yourself to work through them, process them, and address them and deal with them yet. So, whew, that was a lot. But yeah, I'm just getting that right now Spirit is trying to tell you we are with you every step of the way, okay? Don't feel like even when you're in isolation you were all alone, okay? Spirit has your hand. They see you, they see you're struggling, and they are telling you, I want to help you right now. This is what Spirit is trying to say. I want to help you right now. I want to take you out of this energy of isolating yourself. You can embrace your emotions. You can allow yourself to feel what you feel. And even though it might be a crumbling sensation, I don't know what these emotions are, because they could be happiness, they could be anger, they could be sadness, they could be grief, they could be heartbreak. But just allowing yourself to feel what you feel, I'm seeing that Spirit is saying, when you finally embrace these emotions, we will have your hand. I will have your hand, and I will guide you through this experience of feeling your emotions, of addressing them and facing them head on. So you don't have to be scared to let them surface, because Spirit is telling you, once you let them surface, we are right here. We are always with you. So when you allow them to surface, we will be right here to guide you through that, process of working through them step by step, okay? And they're telling you how you even help that process even more, how they are guiding you to do this, how they're guiding you to move through this feeling of embracing your emotions, by helping you to isolate yourself only to a point where you can allow your feelings to surface. Once you get to that point of allowing your feelings to surface, they want you to be able to feel what you feel and take their guidance into treating yourself, however that may look, going into a bath, taking a nice shower, maybe running some moon water over your head, maybe it might be cooking some cupcakes. Who knows? Baking some cupcakes. I'm sorry, but you know, I'm not getting that though. I'm getting it's really more like a bath, some sort of like cleansing activity that you could really just feel your energetic field be cleansed and replenished. So I'm getting it's something like a bath or like a meditative cleanse. Maybe you'll do like a sound bath or something like that. But yeah, so once you allow these feelings to surface, don't block off these intuitive messages, because for some reason I'm getting the feeling that a lot of you guys are intuitive, but when messages come through your third eye, you kind of don't always trust them or believe them or understand that that's really spirit or angels trying to tell you something. You're kind of just like, let the thought come and pass as if it's a thought, but in reality, it's your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors trying to give you divine guidance by telling you to do that thing or go for that thing or double check that thing. Okay, so yeah, I'm really just getting that you need to allow yourself to feel what you feel, embrace your emotions, set positive intentions for this new moon, set intentions that are rooted in the growth of all beings in all places, okay? And really just embrace your childlike wonder energy. That's what I'm getting. I'm really seeing the Page of Wands 100 times. Like, I'm seeing it. I don't know why. Okay. So I'm seeing with this isolation card, this might be triggered by some sort of heartbreak or abandonment. It doesn't have to be a lover, but I'm getting some sort of heartbreak or abandonment that has pushed you into this isolation. And it's almost like at some point it was that you were in the Three of Swords energy, but now you're in the Eight of Swords energy of being in a complete self-imposed prison of your own thoughts. And it was like at one point it was that Three of Swords energy of like this heartbreak is fresh, new, like a week out or a day or two ago. I don't know how long, but now I'm getting the sense that it's like you've tied yourself up now. You know, this person, their words, they can't hurt you anymore because they've had their time to boil over. That's what I'm getting. It's like more like not that they can't hurt you anymore, but it's like the words that were said, it's kind of just like in arguments, you know, sometimes people say things that they don't mean. So it's like time has passed enough where you could just like, you know, brush that off a little bit, understand when this person was coming from a place of severe anxiety or whatever when they abandoned you, or I don't know exactly what happened, but I'm getting that now you're at a place where you've completely wrapped yourself up. And the divine is trying to guide you out of this. But this all had to happen. This was a cycle for you. And you had to close out this karmic cycle. So you have gotten yourself to this place where if you clicked on this video, you're one step closer to where you need to be, okay? So just keep focusing on that. This is what you need. I don't know why these cards came out like that, but I'm putting them back. Why is this happening like that? Okay. Can I have like one card maybe? Or like just less than that? Okay, what's this? The Devil. What's this Devil about? I'm getting you're obsessing over something. That's what this Devil is about. Maybe that's where I was picking up on. There's this energy of like you're in this isolation because you've felt heartbroken, but the attachment that you feel to this person has reached a point of just being extremely unhealthy, and I'm getting that they feel it, and that's why the divine is trying to guide you out of this, because it's not that this connection is all lost, you know. The divine still wants this to come into fruition for you and for this other person, because you both deserve love. Wow, I did not expect this to be a love reading, and now it is. So, but more focused on self, so. But damn, they just want me to talk about love all the time on this damn channel. So yeah, I'm getting that you've developed an unhealthy attachment to wanting to hear the truth of this person's feelings, because you feel like the abandonment wasn't right. And you know, maybe it wasn't right. You know, maybe the way they went about it, it was wrong, okay? But that doesn't mean that anyone is obligated to explain anything to you. At the end of the day, you have to be willing to heal those things on your own, because no one is obligated to speak to you to give you any explanation. You really have to heal those wounds on your own. So if you ever accept this person, or if you're holding some sort of attachment to this person, you might want them to come back in your life, but you can't ever expect them to come back into your life if you're holding on to this energy and not being able to release it just because they're not here. You know, you have to be able to love yourself enough to move out of this energy and embrace your emotions. You know, love yourself enough to not suppress everything that you feel. Love yourself enough to allow yourself to feel what you feel, and then when you feel it, to treat yourself accordingly, okay? Don't just harbor in this isolation energy. Harbor. I never use that word. No, it just came out. Alright. What do we have to say? High Priestess. Okay, so I'm getting that you feel this attachment because deep down in your heart you know. And the divine knows too, okay? They're not denying that from you, okay? Maybe that's why I was also getting the Kuan Yin heart chakra, because this is clearly a soul connection, and that's why it's been going through this challenge. But the thing is that you both had karmic cycles to close out. And deep down, you know that this person and you had to go through this. Deep down, you know that this person, that their actions were really rooted in their own shit, and basically the own karmic cycles that they needed to close out, because you had to close out some of your own too. So you can now, looking back, you have that perspective of, yes, this, we both needed to heal. But what I'm getting is deep down you know that this person self-sabotaged this, not because they didn't like you or love you, but because they actually needed to heal themselves, and you needed to heal as well, and that's why it didn't work. But the High Priestess is here because they haven't told you. Deep down you know, but they haven't told you. And deep down they know, but they know that they haven't told you. But I don't think that they know that deep down that you know. But they do feel like they do know that you're intuitive or whatever, but they don't feel that, they don't feel the energy of love, because right now, since you're stuck in this isolation energy of sorrow, and you have suppressed your feelings of heartbreak, suppressed your feelings of sadness, and you haven't allowed them to surface or really deal with them, they can't feel the energy of love from you. They don't feel any open space. They feel heartbreak. And right now, I'm seeing them in this Five of Cups energy of just looking at all the cups that have spilled over and feeling like they can't do shit about it. So, but I'm getting that it's not only you that feels this attachment, it's also them. But I'm also getting that the divine is kind of pushing you both into this energy of like, remember each other, because you're both kind of veering off your path of what you need to do. You're like suppressing your emotions so much to the point where you're not even dealing with what you need to do. And the divine is like, hello, I'm trying to make your abundance come, but I can't make it come if you're stuck in a karmic cycle, so please deal with your shit. And like, right now the divine is screaming at both of you. Like, I don't know what, I feel like this is the divine. I don't know what it's gonna take right now. I don't know what it's gonna take to have these two fucking realize what they gotta realize. But if it takes them to realize that, if it takes, I feel like the divine right now is trying to make you guys realize your love for each other, you know, and in hopes that your love for each other will inspire each other to just do the damn thing, because you're not doing it just for yourselves. So they're hoping that your love for the other person will inspire you to really just get the shit done. Because for yourself, you're just sitting there in the burden energy, in the Five of Cups, in the isolation energy of looking at all the cups that have spilled over, just like, oh damn, I can't do anything about this. So they're really hoping that the love that you have for each other will inspire you guys to really just go deep within and embrace your emotions, allow yourself to feel what you feel and heal yourself, and close out these cycles once and for all, so that they never come back ever, ever, ever. I felt something flip.